My name is Adam Puhl. I'm a lead designer on Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. Shaolin Monks is a action-adventure platformer game. We rely heavily on the combat, and it's recreating a lot of the MK history. You know, like those MK backgrounds that used to be 2D. We've realized those to fully 3D backgrounds. So, for example, right here we're looking at Goro's lair. We have like the enemies that are the eyes that are in the background from Mortal Kombat 1. Now they've become enemies and they come out and they fight you. We've taken all the characters from Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 and they're in the game. They're boss battles, they're cameos. They help you fight along in the game. Raiden, for example, here is your guide throughout the game, teaching you things here and there. The game is single player. You know, you can also play co-op. You can play Liu Kang or Kung Lao. Plus, there's extra stuff that's always unlockable. We also have a versus mode in the game. One of the great aspects about this game is the combat system. Looking at a lot of combat in most games, you're usually fighting one enemy at a time. But you want to hit some guy that's at your side or behind you. We give you complete freedom and control over that. So whatever attack you want to do in any direction, we do completely different attacks. And the combat system is very fluid. It's really, really easy to pick up, but it's great because it takes a lot of time to master. So you can do these big combos like this. Every room in the game is going to have some sort of secret. Mortal Kombat's always about the secrets in their game, so that'll give a lot of the hardcore fans stuff to search for. Now we're looking at these guys right here. Every once in a while, enemies will get into a fight with each other, and we call those team attacks. So for these guys, these are like feral, grunt type enemies. So they're going to fight each other. If you get near them, you're going to get hit. Now the backgrounds in the game actually play a very, very integral part to the puzzles, the hazards. Instead of just defeating an enemy normally, you can toss them into a fire and kill them instantly. Now you won't get any experience points or anything like that, but you do get an insta kill. You take care of the guy really quickly. Of course, we have all the existing Mortal Kombat special moves, the Mortal Kombat 2 fatalities. You know, we've taken a lot of that stuff, realized it in 3D, made it better, made it even cooler. You know, better effects. You know, things like that. There's also weapons scattered throughout all the levels in the game. So, there's a giant broadsword. Of course, these weapons are, extremely powerful. They allow you to chop enemies' heads off. You can always, of course, split them straight down the middle. We have also the impales from the previous Mortal Kombats. We've taken a lot of the stuff that the fans love, a lot of stuff that people really like about Mortal Kombat. Of course, it's definitely into the game. Now, in a couple seconds, I'll take you into some other rooms. I'll show you some of the background hazards and some of the fatalities in the game as well. So just to run you through this room real quick, it's an example of a room that's got background hazards in it. Later on, you can use the abilities to impale an enemy on spikes, and then you can platform on his body to get to other areas in the game. So that's just an example of the types of puzzles in the game are all action-oriented. There's no pushing, pulling blocks around or anything like that. It's all, throw an enemy into a catapult and then his body launches into a wall and breaks a wall down. Platforming on enemies' bodies and spikes. You're always using your opponent or your enemies as a key to get through the puzzles in the game. There's another cameo of Johnny Cage in the game. These guys constantly are showing up, helping you. You're fighting alongside of them, sometimes against. There's a lot of boss battles in the game. A lot of the evil bosses from all the Mortal Kombat games are in here. So all the players are upgradable. So as you're playing through the game, you can get things like fatalities. There's also multalities and brutalities. Basically, more and more ways to kill multiple enemies at one time. The fatalities in the game are used on single opponents. There's a big variety of fatalities, and of course they're all hidden. There's different ways to find them, doing specific combos and things like that to find the fatalities. So the way the fatality system works is there's a meter, and you build up the meter, and then once it's full, if you want to instantly kill an enemy, you perform the fatality input. Now here's the Mortal Kombat 2 hat slice down the center. I'll throw another fatality in just for good measure. So I built up the meter. Just to show you that we also have, we've got a lot of fatalities in the game, a lot of things, mortalities, brutalities, things like that. The Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks is coming out in September. It's for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. There's a lot of great stuff in this game, and I hope you guys like it.